Hi, happy Saturday, or whatever day it is that you're watching this. I hope you're having a phenomenal day. So, this is new to me, talking to a camera. I've sung in front of a camera lots of times, but talking to a camera makes me a little nervous. I am not 100% confident in my abilities to share what I want to share with you today, but I am 100% confident in what I want to share about. There are three things in my life. Those who know me well know that there are three things in my life that I am completely passionate about. The first one is God, my faith. I love to sing to Him, sing about Him, share about Him. The second one is my kids. My son Jordan is the light of my life. He hates it when I say that, but anyway. And his wife Jenny, who's the daughter I never had, they live in New York, and I miss them terribly, but give me a chance and I will just not stop talking about them because I love sharing about them and how much I love them and how proud I am of them. The third thing that I have become passionate about just in the last year and a half is essential oils and how they've affected my life. Not just what research says about them, not just what I read in an article about them, but how they've affected me personally. Because I think that's what's most important. I would think that's probably what you want to hear about, what's most important to you. So, like I said, it was almost a year and a half ago, December of 2017. A friend of mine had been sharing with me for actually a couple of years, just every now and then, here and there. I would hear her mention or I would see her post something about how the oils had benefited her. And it was so funny because I ask people now, I'm like, I want to encourage them. She was so non pushy, not that I think I'm pushy at all, but she was just like so gentle with her approach that she talked about it to the point where I wanted to know about it. And one day I finally just said, "How can I get in on this? Because I want to know how to better my health in a way that you're doing." And historically, I am a major cynic. I need to know that something is real, that people are real. And I tend to not believe hype about things unless I see it with my own eyes. And I always kind of thought of oils as being a little hippie-ish. Now my best friend calls me a short-haired hippie. Thanks, Lori. Um, but I just couldn't imagine just breathing or putting some kind of oil on your skin could make a difference, could make a real difference. I just thought it was about smelling good or, making your house smell good or something like that. So, over the past couple of years, I have become increasingly concerned with just the environment that I live in. I have absolutely no control over the chemicals or the pesticides or whatever that are sprayed around on the landscape around my office building where I work during the week or on the landscape around my community where I live. But I do have control over what goes in my body and on my body. And so I was a huge candle lover. I've gotten to where now I will not use candles unless they're made with soy wax and pro- quality essential oils. And you'll understand in a minute why I say quality essential oils. Those do not mean oils that you buy online or out of a store on a shelf. What really sold me about Young Living essential oils, because that's who I use exclusively, is their authenticity. Like I said, I'm a cynic, and I have actually chosen churches, a church that I that I belong to, because the pastor was so real and so authentic. Because I know you don't always find that, unfortunately. So Young Living has this thing called a seed to seal promise. And when I learned about that, that kind of meant a lot to me, especially when I did my own research and compared it to some other companies that make essential oils and sell them. And what seed to seal promise is, that means that from the ground that the seeds are planted in, the plants that the oils come from, okay, the ground, either Young Living owns the ground, the farms, or they have exclusive partnerships with the farms where the seed is planted, where the plant is grown, then the oils are extracted from those plants and distilled and bottled and on my desk. So that meant a lot to me to know that history and that process and that they are in complete control of all of it. So that was a big thing to me. Um, so when I told my friend Marveline I want in on this, what I got starting out was what they call a premium starter kit. If you're going to start with anything, it doesn't really matter just to grab a piece. A piece isn't going to help you that much. I wanted in. So I ordered this thing from her. It's called the Premium Starter Kit. This is what it looks like. It comes in this pretty little box. Pretty packaging. And I'm going to tell you what's in the Premium Starter Kit and how it's affected me, how these different things have affected me. So one of the first things that's in it, and people like to call this the baby Jesus oil because everybody knows about frankincense. So frankincense, I want to tell you what it's done for me. Frankincense is phenomenal for your skin. I am a melanoma survivor. I have about a 4-inch scar on my leg from where I had surgery 14 years ago to remove a stage 2 melanoma. And so because of that, I see my dermatologist every 6 months, and I'm pretty stinking protective about my skin now. As you can tell, I'm kind of a glow-in-the-dark white chick, and I live in Florida, so I'm very protective of my skin. I had a place on my face that I had my dermatologist remove, and he did a great job at it, but it left this tiny little crater, what I call a little crater on my face, a little divot. And then every time I would put my makeup on, the makeup would kind of get stuck in that little divot. And it just really bothered me. And I had to take a Q-tip and kind of like try to mess with it. But anyway, yeah, that sounds gross. But I started putting frankincense on that spot every morning and every night. Just a drop, literally a drop. I would just put a drop on. And I'd say after a couple of weeks, the skin cells started to regenerate there. And now it's smoothed over. And that just blows my mind. So the next thing that comes in the Premium Starter Kit is called Panaway. Try to get it out here. Panaway is what I use for, I have sciatica issues, I have bursitis issues. Sometimes if I work out for the first time in weeks, maybe months, if I go a while without working out and then I go back to it and I'm sore and achy all over, this goes on my body and the soreness is gone. It smells a little bit like that store-bought product called, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this or not, but I'm going to, Bengay, because that's what I used to use, or one that I've bought at the chiropractor's office, and you know which one I'm talking about. And they helped, but they're full of chemicals. And so, like I said, I'm just really trying to rid my body of the chemicals. This one is one of my stinking favorites. It's called Digize. I have taken prescription medication for over 20 years, maybe close to 25 years, for chronic heartburn and acid reflux. I have heard studies. My uncle has been after me for a couple of years to get off of that prescription because of the long-term side effects that it's been proven to have, specifically that it contributes to things like Alzheimer's and dementia. I don't want none of that. So I thought, I'm going to give this a try. Still skeptical, but I'm going to give it a try. So Digize, this sounds so bizarre, but I literally rub a drop or two on the front of my throat, and within 10 minutes, the heartburn's gone. Now, when I first started using it, I would have to use it several times a day for a little while, for a few weeks. But I just started using Digize. Again, I told you, I'm a cynic, so even though I had this kit, I didn't use everything in it for a while. But I just started using Digize religiously, I'd say 4 months ago. I've had to take my prescription medication 5 times in 4 months. I used to take it nightly and had to take it nightly. And if I missed one day, I was miserable. So I love, love, love my Digize. You want to know what's in it? I've got it written here. It has tarragon, ginger, everybody knows that's great for stomach issues, peppermint, again, juniper, lemongrass, anise, and patchouli. And that blend just does something for the digestion. So the next thing, and if you have been around Young Living or heard about it much, you have definitely heard of this product that I hope I can dig out of this kit. See, look how it comes so pretty. So sometimes it's hard to get them out. That's why I leave them out. There we go. So this one's called Thieves. Thieves is daily immune support. And I'm going to tell you the story about how they came up with this name because I think it's so cool. So I want to say, I forget exactly which century. It was either the 15th century or the 17th century. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it was during the Black Plague, during the time of the Black Plague. And people were dying all over the place and just laying out on the ground, you know, because of this plague that was going throughout the land. There were a group of gypsies, thieves, whatever you want to call them, and they were coming through, and they would have like what we would think of as like a bandana across their face, and they had this this blend of like herbs and spices or something that was in the mask, in the bandana, and they were being able to go around and steal gold teeth out of dead people's mouths. Gross. Steal their jewelry, steal all the valuables that were on them, and they weren't getting sick. And so the king heard about this, and he had his people bring these thieves to him, and he told them, listen, I will not persecute you, I will not put you in jail if you tell me what your secret is. And they told him about that, those herbs and the things that they had in their bandana, and that breathing those in was keeping them from getting sick. Well, so he said, give me the recipe and I'll let you go. So they did. Well, so Young Living has put together what they have found from that recipe, what they've learned from it, and those ingredients are in Thieves. And those ingredients are clove, lemon, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus, and rosemary. Some other things that they have, well, I'll tell you about those in a second. No, I'll tell you about them now. So Thieves, there's also a line of Thieves products for those of us who want to get the chemicals out of our house. And those include things like Thieves Household Cleaner. And which, by the way, can I just tell you, this is a 14.4 ounce bottle. This little cap makes 20 of these bottles. You only put a cap full of this in this bottle, and that's it. So this bottle, I think I read up or saw that it makes 20 bottles. So we're talking crazy economical there. But they also have, so they have the Thieves Household Cleaner. They also have the Thieves Foaming Hand Soap, which I love. And they have Thieves Laundry Detergent, which I use. The dish detergent. I love the toothpaste. I don't want chemicals going in my mouth, you know? So, and I love, a lot of people I've heard have said that they think that the Thieves smells like Christmas, but I had a new friend mention the other day, that smells like chai tea. Well, I don't know if you like chai tea. I love it. So it's a pretty cool, clean, yummy smell. The next oil that is in the kit, it's called Raven. And Raven has an invigorating and a cooling sense to it. My best friend Lori, I know you don't mind me sharing about you, Lori, but Lori has major but allergy issues, and allergy season is just miserable for her. So I put together a roller bottle that had Raven and a couple of other lemon and peppermint, and those have just really helped her to get through the allergy season. It contains peppermint, eucalyptus, lemon, wintergreen, and then I looked up this one because I wanted to know why it was called Raven, but there's this oil called Ravenstara, or Ravenstera, however you pronounce it. That's what the Raven is made of. So it's been super, super helpful for a lot of people who have allergy issues. Peppermint is one of my favorites. A lot of people know about peppermint. People like to put it in their water because it's refreshing. I put it on a little diffuser in my car because I'm not a morning person. And so I like it to kind of like freshen up my car in the morning and as I'm on my way into the office. Just gives me a quick boost of energy. But the first thing I used peppermint for was headaches. When I have a headache, I just dab it on my temples, across the top of my forehead a little bit, and on the back of my spine, right below my hairline. And if I grab it right when the headache's starting, I don't let it get bad, but right when the headache's starting, I nip it in the bud, put this on, and it has just been incredible for me. Another use that I found out for it in December, I was singing at an outdoor event, and I am telling you, the mosquitoes were like a biblical plague. Because I'm a mosquito magnet, and they were getting me like crazy. And so some friends had told me to try peppermint. So I literally just dabbed it all over me, all the exposed areas. I smelled like a candy cane, but that's okay. The mosquitoes went immediately. The next oil that's in the kit is called Valor. Now, this is one that I was skeptical about because when you get to talking about emotions and oils, I'm like, right. But then people take medications for emotions, and the thing is that your skin is the largest organ in your body. And a fun fact that I really get a kick out of is that when an oil touches your skin, when it's rubbed on your skin, it is throughout your bloodstream in 20 minutes. 20 minutes. So instead of using a medication, or in addition, some people might just need something in addition to a medication. Um, you know, when I smell biscuits and gravy, it takes me back to my granny's house in Virginia. Um, there are some other scents that if I smell them, it takes me back to a happy place. Fresh cut grass. Valor is one of those. It has things in it. I'm going to tell you what's in it. It has black spruce, blue tansy, camphor wood, geranium, and frankincense. And somehow the combination of those oils, it does something to boost your emotions, to boost your mood. So, like I said, I was cynical about it, but I'm a believer. The next thing is lemon. Most people like a little lemon in their water. They enjoy it. It's just refreshing. But it's also, lemon is a great detoxer. So if you put it in your water, your iced tea, your hot tea, whatever, it's a whole lot better when you're at a restaurant than getting the lemon wedges in your water. You don't know how well they washed them. You don't know if your server just sneezed before he put it in your glass. Gross, right? So the lemon oil is just so much healthier and cleaner for you to use. I've also found, this is funny, another fun fact, is that lemon oil is a phenomenal, what's it called? Goo Gone. Am I saying it right? Okay. You know, the stuff that you can use to take off sticky labels or anything that there's a sticky and you can't get it to unstick. Lemon oil. It works phenomenal. I've used it a bunch of times. So there are there are 4 more. But wait, there's more. Stress Away, right? I'm trying to do these in order. Stress Away, again, sounds like a hocus pocus thing. It's not. They call this beach in a bottle. It has vanilla and lime in it. Put the lime in the coconut. No, put the lime in the vanilla. Okay, never mind. This is not a singing one. It contains mostly lime and vanilla, but it also has a touch of lavender and cedarwood, as well as a couple of exotic oils, which those names I would completely butcher, so I'm not even going to try. But Stress Away is something that I put in my diffuser very often at night when I'm going to sleep, and it just kind of like mellows me out so that I can get a good night's sleep. Love it, love it, love it. And I don't even just diffuse it. Sometimes I'll just drop a drop or two in my hand and just breathe it in. And it kind of works wonders for me. So that's Stress Away. Peace and Calming is another one. Do I have it here? I have it here. Uh-oh. I messed up my kit. Oh, there it is. Peace and Calming is another one. This one contains Lang Lang, orange, tangerine, patchouli, and blue tansy. And I have heard so many people say, I haven't had young kids around in a long time, but I've heard so many people say that they use Peace and Calming when their kids are having hissy fits or meltdowns, and that it helps the kids to just relax. And so again, I use that like I use Stress Away in my diffuser, just to create a calming atmosphere in my home. getting down to the wire. Citrus Fresh. This is just what it says. It's citrus. It has a combination of lemon, grapefruit, orange, tangerine, mandarin, and a little spearmint. And that combination is just so refreshing. I use it on dryer balls in my clothes dryer, my laundry dryer, just because I don't use the dryer sheets anymore because, good grief. Google it yourself. I'm not even going to tell you everything. Google it yourself, all the chemicals that are in dryer sheets. And just think, those dryer sheets are touching your clothes are touching your skin. Again, everything's getting into your bloodstream. So no more of those for me. So I put this on dryer balls to dry my clothes, and it gives them a nice fresh scent. And then last but not least, because I know you're waiting for it, because everybody, this is the first oil they think about when they think about essential oils: lavender. Again, phenomenal for sleep and relaxation and respiratory support and so much more. There's so much that I could tell you about oils, but there's not enough time on social media for that. So, but if you've got questions, you ask me. I'll tell you. I'll help you to find the answers. Also, in this kit, there's not just those 12 oils. There are also samples of this product. It's called Ningxia Red. These are just the sample packets. And when you get Ningxia Red, it actually comes in a pretty glass bottle. Looks kind of like a wine bottle. This has the highest auric value. And auric value is something that's used to rate how many antioxidants are in a product or in a food. Everybody thinks about blueberries having so many antioxidants. On the auric value, blueberries are rated at 2,400. Ningxia Red auric value is 36,000. 2,400, 36,000. And we're not talking about a whole bottle. We're talking about a 2-ounce shot of it. So it's phenomenal just for boosting your immune system and for getting more antioxidants into your body. Another thing that comes in the kit is some of these little samples. These are little, I don't know, aluminum packets or whatever, paper. They come with a couple of drops of the different oils in them. So just so you can have something to share with your friends. And as far as sharing goes, it comes with 10 of these little tiny bottles. There's 5 and 5, which I love just for putting oil mixtures, creating oil mixtures and blends of my own that are my favorite and sharing those with some of my friends. It also comes with 2 of these little roller fitments. These go on top of a bottle. You just take this off, put this in. So if you just want to use that bottle for rolling on directly rather than pouring it out. One of my favorite products is also in this, and that's the Thieves hand sanitizer. I carry these around in my purse. I have one on my desk at work. It smells like peppermint, but it leaves my hands so soft. So many of the other hand sanitizers that I've used in the past have left my hands pretty dry. So I love how soft that is. I gave my aunt and uncle one when they were here a couple of months ago, and they just absolutely loved it. And then, oh my gosh, I'm about to forget the most fun thing that comes in the kit, and that is that gorgeous diffuser right there. Actually, there are a few diffusers that you can choose from, but the economical, I wanted to go economical, and I like when economics and beauty come together. And so that's my favorite diffuser. It's called the Desert Mist. And so the kit comes with the diffuser. And I have it set on, it has different settings. I have mine set almost all the time on what they call the candle glow. See, it looks like a candle flicker. You can also turn the light completely off at night, which is what I do to go to sleep. But it also has different colors you can choose for the lights to go on. So this whole kit, all of these oils, all of those little sample things that I mentioned and the extra little bonuses and the diffuser, the value of all of that, because quality is not cheap, and this is quality. This is the greatest quality you can get in essential oils, and I'm not saying that as a sales pitch. I'm saying that because I have come to believe it with my whole heart. The value of the kit is over $400 if you were to buy everything individually. The cost of the kit is $165, so saving $250 on that. Here's really a really cool thing, and this is why I wanted to do this video this weekend. Young Living is doing a big incentive right now that if you get your kit by May 31st, so that's the next Friday, I believe, by the end of May, they are giving the 14.4 ounce bottle of the Thieves Household Cleaner. This is the one I told you about that makes 20 bottles of cleaning product for your house. And I'm telling you, I use this on my wood furniture. I use it on my wood floors. I use it on my countertops. I use it on my windows, my mirrors. I use it on the dash in my car. I use it on everything because I'm getting all the chemicals, or have gotten all the chemicals out of my house. So it's a phenomenal product. So they're giving this away. It's a $22 value, I think. They're giving that away this week, or by May 31st, with a glass bottle. Now, I don't have the pretty Young Living bottle. The one they're giving away actually says Young Living on it, real pretty script. I wish I had that one, but this is my bottle. But it's this size. And so you get both the Thieves Cleaner and the glass bottle with it. But wait, there's myrrh. Get it? There's myrrh. Oily joke. Yeah, I cracked myself up. This weekend, or by May 31st, if you get it, my oily mentors are even giving a $25 rebate. So now your $400+ value kit that sells for $165, and you get all this free stuff with these bonuses, now you're going to get it for $140 when you get your rebate. So anyway, I just wanted to share all that. I really wanted to get it done sooner. It's 26 minutes, almost 27 minutes now. I thank you for sharing part of your day with me and listening. I just really, you see a good movie or go to a good restaurant, you want to tell everybody about it. And that's how I've been feeling, or how I do feel about Young Living and the oils and how they've affected my life. I want it to be able to bless your life as well, to get the chemicals out of your home. So I hope you've had a phenomenal day. I hope you've listened and learned something and been encouraged. And if you would like to get your kit and get all these bonuses and these blessings, because it's what it is, get with me. Send me a direct message. If you have my phone number, shoot me a text. If you have any questions at all, ask me. I'd love to tell you and share it with you. Thanks so much. God bless you. Have a phenomenal rest of your day.